This is the Sunday Business Page with John Delano.
Good morning, I'm John Delano. Welcome to another special segment of the Sunday Business Page. This past week, we had more layoffs at Kraft Heinz, one of the largest packaged food companies in the world, headquartered in both Chicago and Pittsburgh. What's going on with this company, one half of which is so identified with Pittsburgh? Our special guest today is Professor Jay Sukitz from the University of Pittsburgh's Katz Graduate School of Business. Jay, welcome to the show.
Thank you, John.
You know, the Heinz part of Kraft Heinz is all Pittsburgh. At least that's what we think of it. How did this company come about, that there was this merger, and what's going on with it now?
Well, the merger took place about 4 years ago, and the private equity firm 3G, which is actually a Brazilian headquartered company, controls the majority of the company, with Warren Buffett's company, Berkshire Hathaway, controlling a minority interest, about 40%.
So the Brazilian company owns the most, and
Yes.
Warren Buffett has a minority control over
That's
this.
right.
That's a little unusual for Warren Buffett. I thought he likes to control things.
It is very unusual. Normally, when he does a large purchase, he'll either control the company or buy the entire company. It's interesting because lately he's been buying smaller pieces of companies, which is unusual for Berkshire Hathaway. Up until a few years ago, they would buy the entire company.
So what's happening to Kraft Heinz now that they're laying off people?
Well, they're cutting back on production primarily because of products that have not been doing well. And what's interesting is most of the products that are not doing well are Kraft products. For example, Kraft processed foods and Oscar Mayer processed foods have not been doing well at all.
And that's the Kraft side.
That's the Kraft side.
How
yeah.
about the Heinz side?
The Heinz side appears to be fine. The main products there, which are great staples and great names like ketchup, those things have been doing apparently fine from what I know of the company. And most of the layoffs have come in production facilities making the Kraft foods.
Is this company going to survive?
I think they'll survive, but they may not survive in the form that they're in right now. 2 years ago, for example, they tried to buy Unilever, the big Dutch consumer products company. Right. Unilever completely rebuffed them. And now they've been looking at more mergers. Now this is kind of a standard operating procedure of 3G. 3G, it's interesting because
Do the Brazilians know how to run a food company?
I really question that because their now they just replaced the CEO a couple of months ago, but they replaced him with another sort of finance cost-cutting numbers guy as opposed to someone who is a consumer products person. And I think to run these companies like Kraft Heinz or any company like it, you need to understand consumers and consumer products. And their senior management does not understand that. At least that's my impression.
Yeah. Well, let's hope they survive. Let's hope they stay right here in Pittsburgh. Professor Jay Sukitz, always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you, John.
Thank you again. And thank you for joining us on this edition of the Sunday Business Page. Please do write to me if you have a suggestion or a guest, or drop me an email at kdka.com. I'm John Delano. Have a great Sunday, everyone.